Here we go. It's March 14th. Moss Genealogy Research Group. Showtime. Hello, Rachel.
Hello, how are you?
Fine, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you for allowing me to come to your meeting.
Oh, that's my pleasure.
So I've been doing my digging and led me here.
Well, that's good. That's good. That's the purpose of this, is to bring us together and do our research and get connected.
Yes. Hello.
Okay, good. Hello there, cuz. This is my cousin Mike Mcgee.
Oh,
Hi there.
hi.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. I'm a fairly newcomer to this family.
Okay. I am too. This is my first time coming to this meeting.
Mine was through the DNA. I matched up with Jerry and Belita.
Beleda, my aunt. That's my aunt.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. She's my great aunt. So her sister was my grandmother. Her sister who passed away was my grandmother.
This is a whole new family I have to study and try to figure out, but there's so many members.
Yeah.
Monroe Moss turned out to be my grandfather.
Okay.
Unknown until the DNA showed up. So.
Wow. Well, that is spectacular.
Yes, it kind of is. Puts a whole new look on life, so to speak. So.
That's good. Yeah.
Well, it looks like it's sunny where you're at.
It is pretty sunny today. Yes, I'm in sunny Queens, New York.
Okay. Home of a lot of storms that came your way this last spring and winter. We didn't get as much as you did.
We did have quite a few storms this year. Hi. My two little ones are trying to pop in.
Of course, they have to see who you're talking to. I'm in Minneapolis.
Wonderful.
Well,
I've never been.
It's
Jerry, where are you?
San Diego.
Ah, I've been to San Diego once. Beautiful.
What was the occasion that you came out here?
Right after my mom passed, I went on a bunch of vacations because I said you only live once, you know? So one of them was to San Diego to see a friend of mine. And I have a cousin who lives out there who's probably your cousin too, actually. Eugene, my cousin Eugene lives out there. He's my first cousin. So we had the same grandmother, Arlene.
Okay,
so Arlene is Beleda's sister.
Okay, what is Eugene's let's see, that's your brother?
That's my cousin.
Cousin. Oh, he's your cousin. C-O-U. Eugene. Yeah, I have to get it.
Map.
Eugene what?
Map, M-A-P-P, Map.
Yeah, when after the meeting, we have to get his number just to touch base with him.
Good luck with that. Eugene is constantly MIA.
Well,
my other cousins and I are always making fun of him because he is so difficult to get in touch with.
Well, how was he related? Here comes Val. Val will give me the answer. Oh yeah, here's the connection. Here's the anchor. This is the anchor now.
That's right.
Here comes Val. Here comes cousin Val.
Your son. Oh. I don't know. I might not be. I think I might be on.
You're on speaker for sure. Janice.
Hold
Janice?
on.
Okay, hey, Janice,
I'm here, yes.
good, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Fine, so,
Good.
so we're gonna be seeing, are we gonna be just there?
Got it.
Are you gonna be, are you gonna be audio?
Hey.
Are you gonna be audio
Well,
or we get a chance to see
I'm
you?
trying to get my camera to work, but
Right.
it's saying that I need to select another video camera. So I'm going, I only have one. So I don't know
I
what's
don't
wrong.
think so. Am I mute?
Look on the bottom.
No, you're live, cuz Val, you're live. You're live, Val.
No, okay, you're good.
You're live, Val.
Now who's calling?
There's my Aunt Val.
Hi, Rachel.
How are you? You look
I'm
lovely.
good. I'm good. Did you meet your cousins?
I
Jerry,
did.
you
Very
already
briefly.
knew. Did you meet Mike?
Yes, I did. Mike
Okay,
from
great.
Minneapolis.
Wrong thing.
Well, Janice, just work with it. You know, the first part of our meetings, you know, we have like meet and greet, and we also work on our technical connections. So take your time with it. You might have to go back out and then select the video, and then to show you or give you a preview that your video is working.
Okay, I'll
But,
try that.
But if not, you know, come back in. Audio works. You know, we'll you know, that's sometimes it's better to be heard than seen. You know.
And this is true. Okay, I'll try that. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Man, a lot's happened since we last talked.
Yes,
That's life, man.
quite a bit.
It's been positive.
Mhm.
Well, Mike's been doing some ice fishing.
It's over now, Jerry.
It's
We're
over.
waiting for pictures.
Last Sunday was the last day.
It's about time for me to come Midwest in, because it has to be after all that cold, you know, after all that ice, man. Yeah.
We're about 10 degrees warmer than the average in March so far, so it's been very pleasant. We're just waiting for the next storm. So
It's coming, because if it comes out here, if we get it, it goes straight across the country.
kind of does.
Mhm.
Too cold for me.
Oh, you'll get used to it.
Yeah, I don't think so.
We have a number of people coming in.
Oh, really? Good.
Yeah, they coming right on in, which is cool. There's Tamara.
No picture.
There's Tamara, Tony, Michelle. You know, we're all over the country. You know, East Coast, Midwest,
Yes.
Texas. That's pretty cool, isn't it?
It really
Certainly is.
And we're at home.
Mm-hmm.
There's Tamara.
Here she is.
West Coast, West Coast.
In the house. Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Hi.
Lost my picture. Hello?
Yeah, you're here.
Oh, okay. I lost my picture. Oh, it's right behind this. Hold on.
Hello.
Hi, good afternoon, Mr. Moss. This is Natasha. You reached out to me through Ancestry.
Yes, I did.
Yes, and yes, I just sent you a text. So I really appreciate it. It looks like you really are good at this. So hopefully I can get some answers and some history.
Well, that's our purpose. You know, we want to share and connect and
Yes.
and you know, answer the questions that we can answer, and then we conduct research to help you with your research.
Great. sounds awesome. So I did. So like I said, when I texted you just now, I did include my sister in on it. But there's actually, I actually have a total. It's a total of 6 kids of us. And so I just included her because she and I are doing the most with it. Well, actually, it's more me because I'm the only one that has done the Ancestry test. So I have purchased 2 new tests because I don't know if you know that the tests are on sale right now. And I have talked my dad into, when the test arrives, into him doing one. I don't think my mom's going to agree to it. She's kind of not really, she's kind of interested in it, but not really interested in the whole thing. But my dad, I think, is pretty interested. For one, he wants to find out more about his dad's side of the family. So.
Well, that's great.
Yeah. And the thing is, since we don't know how you're related, it is a very good chance that you could be related to me through my mom's mom or my mom's dad, or well, any of them, of course. But my mom, her dad was a foster child, and then, like I said, and then my dad, his dad was he hadn't seen him since he was 4 years old. So yeah, so those are 2 because her dad died when she was so young. He was in the home with her, but because he didn't know a lot about his roots because he grew up in foster care. So that's what I'm hoping the DNA can, and like I said, if you're really good at this, you can help me do my research.
Yeah, we can. The team, we can.
You're on the phone.
Great.
So let me ask you a question. Are you? Do you participate with Zoom? Do you use?
Oh yeah, we know about Zoom, Microsoft Teams, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, we're conducting a meeting right now. If I sent you a meeting invite, you could join in one of our meetings.
Okay, that's fine. Go ahead.
Oh wow! No, I don't put my foot in my mouth. No, I got you.
Yeah, just send it to me.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well. Okay. Here's what you do. Please text me on this phone. Text me your email address.
Okay, I just did that. I just texted it to you.
Is it, okay.
A second ago.
All right. So I'll hook you up within within the next 10 minutes. So
right, thank you.
So stand down.
Okay, great.
Peace.
All right.
Just like that.
That's very good.
Yeah.
So maybe she wants to get on now with us.
Yeah, she does.
Oh, good.
Yeah. She sent me her email so I can send her a media invite. Yeah, that's productive. Hello, Texas. Yeah, that's Michelle and Ashley. Okay. Here's what I appreciate that you would do. Tamara, would you go through some of the initial? This is a meet and greet session. I'm gonna make the connections with Natasha and get her connected. So would you coordinate things until I get back with you, please?
Sure.
Thanks.
Okay, welcome everybody. Who is new on the line today? Rachel, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Everybody, I recognize everybody else pretty much. So what we do here normally is we just talk about things. We show different ways on Ancestry and GEDMatch where you can figure out your family connections and stuff like that. And we're trying to make a connection. Welcome, Tiffany. We're trying to make a connection to the Moss family. And so what we do is like give our, history of it. With me, Jerry contacted me because he matched my grandmother and he also matched my aunt and uncle, but he didn't know at the time, on GEDMatch. And so when I looked on Ancestry, he matched me, my grandmother, my aunts and uncles and stuff like that. So we're trying to figure out where we connected. And so I was going back through my grandmother's family and we came up with the name Roberts. Her grandmother was named Alice Roberts. And so her grandmother, Alice Roberts, we didn't know her mother because her grandmother's mother had already passed before my grandmother was born. And so doing just talking with Jerry, he had a Roberts on his family tree, which was his ancestor Moss's wife, and she was Sadie Roberts, and she's on. Then further investigating, she's on the same census record, like in the same street as Alice Roberts. And I'm like, oh, maybe that was her daughter. We did the ages and said, okay, that was probably her mother. And come to find out, she married the Moss. They had all these Moss children. And so that's how the relationship came about. And so that's what we did there. And so we also will go on different things. I'm gonna show you guys today I did this thing called living DNA. I don't know if any of you guys have done it or heard of it, but I got my results. And what they do is they don't test, like, you know how Ancestry, they're kind of confused with the ethnicity part, because one minute you have this, and when they do the update, you don't have that no more, you have this, you know, so they kind of are confused with it. But with the living DNA, they don't give you like areas. They don't give you like the area, they give you the tribe. They give you the tribes that you were from. And so I'm going to present that today when everybody gets on, so you can see how those results look. Now, how that works is, I think their regular price for the DNA test is $79, but you also get your M and your Y chromosome. I mean, so that's important. You get the mitochondrial and you get the father's line. So I think that it's worth doing it just for that. But if you upload your DNA, you won't get that part, but you will get like a general thing that says, oh, you're, 50% this and 50% that, but they don't give you the details of the tribes and all that. But if you pay $39 with your upload, you'll get the tribes and all of that. So it's worth doing for that too, just for another $39. But I just took their test because I didn't scroll down all the way to see that you could just pay another $39. So I ordered the test for $79 and waited forever. I could have uploaded. So I have two names on there, but it's really kind of new. So they have a relatives thing too that they're working on. So you do have matches on there as well. So that's pretty exciting. So anything new we come up with genealogy, we like to share on this platform so people can have more ways to work with it,
Can I say something?
Sure.
Thank you for having me here. I also have a DNA test, a maternal mitochondrial DNA with indigenous DNA from GeneBase. So I have tribal information for us as well.
Good.
Yeah. So yeah, I had done this test actually before tests were good. I did this in like 2010 when my mom passed away. And they didn't tell me anything then. It had a star on like half of Africa and said, y'all are from here.
Right.
That's nothing. You're not telling me anything.
Right.
But then I checked recently after, and they really narrowed it down to many of the different tribes, the ancestral indigenous tribes. So.
And what is that one called?
You guys as well, if you'd like.
What is that called again?
So when I did it, it was called the DNA Ancestry Project.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's called, hold on, they changed the name several times. So let me just go back because I went in just now to look.
Okay.
It's called the DNA Ancestry Project, but now it's called Genetic Genealogy. And then when I click on that particular test, it's called GeneBase. So it's got like 12 names.
Oh, okay.
I can show it to you guys. And I actually don't know how much it would cost at this point because I did it so long ago.
Yeah.
And
they keep you updated so that way you don't have to pay again for more information, Yeah,
I was surprised when I logged in and saw that. So
yeah, that's good.
You have some information there as well. So
That's
thank you again for having me here. I'm very excited to be here.
Okay.
We're excited to have you too.
Also, does anybody else have anything to add? Like, what have you guys been doing?
Tamara, are you the one who did that long, big list of DNA? Is that you? Or I wasn't clear on that. I just saw that big list.
No, that was Jerry. Jerry did that. He came up with the kit numbers. Are you talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Jerry.
That was Jerry did that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I saw your name on it, I think, so that's why.
Oh yeah, Jerry works hard on that. I gave him the idea because I saw it on GEDMatch one time I was on there that you could join groups. So I said, oh, we should have a group
Okay.
in that from that area if we have ancestry in that area. Hi, Eddie.
What's up, Jerry?
What's up there, Tim?
Carol? Geniuses? All those lovely people. And they're my favorite couple.
Yes.
There they are. Oh, he's close this time. Look at oh,
Yeah, this is this.
I came in the middle of something,
No,
right?
we're right in the meet and greet section.
Oh, okay.
And for the new family members, my name is Jerry, and I'm the host of these meetings. And it started about a year and a half ago under a different platform, and then we started connecting with people who we have DNA matches with. So most of us, like 95% that you are sitting here, that you see, we have DNA matches. And again, one of our main purposes is to be connected. Sure, we're doing our research and we want to get our ancestors' history, but the main thing is for us, the ones who are here, we're in our right minds, and let's see how we're connected. Let's establish a solid relationship, us, people who are here, and then we branch out, because we have some heavyweights when it comes to doing the research. And as a follow-up, Tamara, we had mentioned about the GEDMatch. It is, and you too, Donise, we do have, I submitted that, our information for this program, and they did accept our application. And so now we are, our genealogy group, we're part of the study for our ancestry history from GEDMatch. So we are officially recognized, and that's another tool that we use, and we'll go into more detail on that, everybody, going forward. So that being said, Tiffany and Janice, is it Janice? Janet? What is it? How do you pronounce your name?
Tiffany?
Janice. Oh, her mic. Here you go.
Janice.
Okay.
Your mic's off.
No, it's on.
Now it's on. It's Janice.
Okay.
I don't know if Tamara did, but could you tell us a little bit about yourself and what your purpose is for coming, for doing research on ancestry, please?
Well, it basically started because my mother does not know who her father is. And so I did my DNA test first, and she then followed and did hers. But now that I've got the results back, I don't even know where to start. It just looks like a lot of numbers to me. And I tuned in, I guess it was a little over a year ago, or about a year ago now. And that's when I met you guys. And then I had several things happen. We've had several deaths since COVID. And so I kind of dropped off or whatever. But I'm kind of getting back into it now, and gonna try to start researching and trying to learn how to do this. But basically I really started because I wanted to know who my mother's father was.
Do you have, when you do your research, do you have a mentor or someone who's a little bit more experienced than yourself that you talk to?
No.
Well,
no, I've been in Facebook groups kind of asking questions. And what I really did was just kind of start with my family, and just kind of go back with what they know.
Would you like a mentor? Would you like a mentor from our group?
Yes.
Eddie?
No.
Definitely, because I don't have a clue.
Not me.
He said
Not me.
no. Why am I rejected?
No,
I could help her.
no, really, I don't mind. I'm actually working with two of the people in the group now.
Oh, okay.
So I'm working, but I can help. Trust me, I can help you if you want me to. How's
I was
that?
about to say, I was taking that personal. He said no. The way you said nope so quick, I'm like, you can't smell my breath over Zoom, can you?
I would. I mean, I'm doing a lot now for the group, so I have really been working hard. So
For much is given, much is required.
yeah, and I don't mind. You got to contact me though. I'm not gonna contact you. How's that? That'll force you to call
Well, I
me,
don't
right?
want to overload you.
That will force you to call me and ask me for something, because I'm not. but I can help you get stuff. When we get time, I would like to share some stuff because I was dealing with a lot of the members here on how to get started. So if we have time, I would like to share some things that I've been doing to get you started.
You talking about today? Talking about today?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah.
I'd appreciate it.
We'll set some time up for you. Tiffany?
Hey.
How are you?
I'm good.
It's nice meeting you.
It's nice meeting you too.
Could you tell us a little bit about yourself and what your purposes are for conducting research and what brought you to our site?
Okay. Yeah, my name is Tiffany Estes, and I actually started with CRI Genetics. And when I went on there, it showed me what's in my bloodstream, like with the European and African and stuff like that. And I was kind of shocked when it came back, when it said the European was a little bit higher than what I thought, because I was always told my great grandma was Indian, but it didn't show none of that in. So after that, I going on to archives.com and start looking up like birth certificates and stuff to see, who is what, because also my grandpa on my dad's side, he didn't talk about his family at all. So I'm clueless where this came from. So I started pulling up people and names like that. And then I'm like, I need more research. So that's when I did Ancestry's DNA and came across it. Just trying to find out who my family is. Yep.
Now, did you match Jerry? My question is, did you match Jerry?
Yes, I did.
At what level?
I think the 5th to 8th cousin or something like that.
The reason why I asked is what I want to share with you, I'm gonna use Jerry as an example.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask that again.
Tiffany?
Who's Rachel?
Hold it.
She is.
Hold it for a second. Chan.
All right.
We're still working on Tiffany. Tiffany? That being said, do you have a mentor or someone that that you do conduct research with that helps you with the different tools?
No.
Would you be interested in having a mentor from our group?
Yes.
Any volunteers?
I can help you, Tiffany.
Okay.
Michelle and Tony sitting there. Look at them. Get them involved. Tony tried to be quiet. Tiffany, I think Tony can help.
We already have one. She volunteered.
I'm just joking.
Yeah.
I'm messing with Tony. Those are my favorite couple right there.
All right, now, hey, say Eddie.
Yes,
hey,
sir.
champ, go on work on Rochelle up there. Go on, press her. You was asking a question about it. Press Rochelle. You was asking about her. Go on and press her. Rochelle, you was asking her some questions, right?
Okay, so he's gonna ask me some questions?
Not her. She was Rochelle, the one at the top, not Michelle, Rochelle.
Oh.
Did you ask a question? Yeah. What were you gonna ask her, Eddie?
I've never met her, so I would like to know who she is.
Yeah, you need a formal invitation. So would you handle
Yes,
that,
sir.
Rochelle?
Because she looked like she might arrest me somewhere down the line.
No, I'm an educator, so I can only like, teach your kids maybe. But
Oh, Rachel, I was wondering who is Rochelle?
I'm Rachel. Yeah, it's Rachel.
Excuse me, I apologize.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm very used to this. My parents thought it would be great to not only have me have this complicated last name that is my father's last name. I'm half Polish, half Eastern European. But, they did Rachel with an AEL to confuse everyone as well. So my paperwork has been a disaster since the beginning.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that.
No worries whatsoever. Don't even worry about it. So right before I got my ancestry test and sent it in, I started working on the tree. So I was building out my tree, and Jerry contacted me, and I didn't come to the meeting at that time because I was like, well, I don't know, I'm just gonna feel weird, right? So we must be connected through the Moss line, which makes sense because then I found out my Aunt Valeda is in this group as well. So my Aunt Valeda is my great aunt. Her sister Arlene was my grandmother. So definitely I'm coming in through the Moss line, and I got all the way up to Reuben, and that's when things get fuzzy.
So,
so
hold it right there. You gonna be, when I get the time, I'm gonna share some stuff with you.
Okay, I would love to hear it.
I'm gonna tear Jerry apart. He's the brain, but I'm gonna tear his line apart for you.
Well, with that in mind, sometimes when we have these meetings, we have different family members who join in, 3 or 4 of them, how they're connected. So just so that we all have common grandparents, but let me just tell you specifically where the connection is right now with the people who are on the screen. Rochelle, you're connected with Mike and Val and myself, and that's on the Moss side, and that's James Monroe Moss. That's your common denominator. And then I can just go over the other individuals and do the same thing. But I just wanted to give you 3, let you know what the connection is. And I can answer those questions a little further back with Reuben. And see, Reuben, he married a city, Siddie. And this is where Tamara is part of that. She's a descendant of that's our common denominator, City Moss. That's hers. So we are, and my great grandfather was the brother of James Monroe Moss. So, and that's the common denominator. So that's where the Moss comes in, and that's where our connections are on that. So we'll get into a little bit more detail, but like, here's one thing that we're doing is we do know our family origins, after slavery for sure, in their areas. And then we focused on science. Tamara's a dentist and she's science orientated, engineering. I'm in engineering. So, we do math is important in science. And so we based all of our research off of science, and then we verify it. So we're going to have a couple of presentations. Donise, do you have anything you want to share? I know Eddie does, and then we'll be able to share a couple of screens with any additional information. And I'll probably share a couple of things also. But like whoever wants to start off to share something with our team here, so that we can, educational, share some of your tools.
Okay, so yeah, I was messing around because that list you had, and so I was on GEDMatch because one of the biggest questions that has been curious to me was what was the relationship between Val and Tommy and Michael and you? And so I messed around on GEDMatch and on something I hadn't done before. And so I found, okay, so this is what I found. So I don't know if I can, because I have all your numbers here and I was looking at it last night and I figured this out.
Go ahead.
So, okay, so let me go in here. Let me go in and do.
Let me make sure I have you set it up for screen sharing for now.
Okay, let me log in. Okay.
And for the new members, what we do, we share our screens. You know, we have different information and we share it so that everybody can see our documentation, and it helps clarify, you know, the message that we're giving you.
Okay, so let me go ahead and share my screen, and I'm going to go in and show you where I am. Okay, so there's GEDMatch. Okay, share. Okay, so we're in share. Okay, so this is my GEDMatch. Okay.
Wait. I can't. Okay.
Okay, so this is my GEDMatch, and then this is where I went. So I'm going to be using Val's number because that's what I was looking at. Okay, so I went to this Admixture Heritage one. Okay, Admixtures Heritage one. All right, and then first of all, I want you to show you this one. So I'm going to do the Ethno Helix. Okay, that's the one I did. Continue. Okay, so I'm going to put a kit number, and then this is Val's kit number because I had all these kit numbers because I'm able to see it now. 3233982. Okay, hope that went, and continue. Then. Oh, I did a wrong number. Okay, let me try it again. Let's see, what did I do? Oh, there's another 3. There's another 3 right there. 3, 2, 3. Yeah, there it is.
That's right.
Okay, continue. All right, so when you get into here, this is what it shows up on here, okay? So it says just the different groups right here, okay? You can see it, the different groups. And I'm not even sure exactly who is doing all these groups, but right here, this big green place is the West African place, okay? And then what I kept finding out, I can't figure out this North African piece right here, North African right there. And then over here, this French, this is the European part, okay? This is the European part. So I went and did everybody's. I did yours, I did Jerry's, I did Michael's, and this is Val's. But then I did something else. Like I have to do it on a different one because this, let me see if this will go back. Sometimes this doesn't go back. And sometimes it doesn't go back. Okay, so now I'm gonna go down to this bottom one right here. Okay, it says paint the difference between 2 kits, and it's gonna look at all 22 chromosomes, all right? So this time I'm gonna put in, okay, I'm gonna put Val's in again. Okay, there it is. 3, yeah, go ahead. Okay, there's that one. And then I'm gonna put in Tommy's. Okay, so this is, I mean, Jared, yeah, Tommy's. This is Tommy. Okay, so this is Tommy's. Okay, Tommy's is YC 6, 8, 7, 9, 1, 7, 8. Okay, there it is. Okay, continue. Okay, so now this is all 22 of your chromosomes. Okay, all 22. And on each chromosome, it's sharing where they both share. So if you see any color where they both share, can you see that they're both sharing this blue color, right? Right here, this blue. You see that? On all the, except this little North African right there. Just this little bit of North African, which means that Val and Tommy are sharing some white guy. That's what this means right here. This is some white guy. Okay, so this is some, and I don't know who, so you guys can all see it's blue, okay? Okay, everybody see that? This blue is this French, which stands for European. This is some white guy. So there is some white guy that they're sharing, okay? Now, the thing about it, if I do this with Jerry, it's not a white guy, it's a West African guy. So if you want me to show it, I can do it, but it's a West African guy. So you guys are not sharing the same person. That's why Tommy and Val, you're selling some white guy, and Jerry and Val, you're selling a black guy. I was able to figure out that that's a partial thing is what's happening with this thing. Okay.
All right.
Okay, so you want, it will take me a little while to go back and do the other one if you want me to see it. To see the one with Jerry and Val. You want me to do that one?
That's
Yes,
not,
please. Uh-huh.
Okay, let me see.
Please.
Sometimes it doesn't do it. I can't go back because it won't let me send. It's like weird. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Okay, I got to there. All right, so can you continue again? Okay, so we're gonna put in Val's again. Three. Okay, there it is. And now we're gonna put in Jerry's. Okay, Jerry's is. See, I've been doing it so much it just knows it because I was playing with it. Okay. All right.
Wow.
Oh, my.
Okay.
Whoa.
Okay.
Oh,
So
goodness.
you guys are sharing two
They're
different,
very
totally
close.
different people. So, see, this is West African right here, this light color.
Mhm.
And then East Bantu. Okay. And then there's this North African. I don't know who that is. I'd have to look at your thing. Who is this North African person? But you guys are not sharing the same person. So that's why, okay, because it's always been very curious to me, you know, what's going on. I don't know your DNA. I can't look at your DNA, but that's what I figured out playing around with this.
Oh.
well, thanks for that demonstration.
Interesting.
So
Very
who's
interesting.
Val though? Who's Val?
Now,
I
she's
am.
there, right there. She's right
Oh,
Valeda.
hi. Valea.
Okay. Well, on
Okay.
my thing, it said Val. How do you say it?
Yeah,
Valeda?
it's Val. It's
It's
my
Val.
nickname. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fine.
Okay, so
Thank
Val,
you, Donise. Oh,
we met on Ancestor, and you've just always been so curious to me, you know.
yeah.
So that
And
is
I
figured
thank
out.
you.
Yeah, so there is somebody else. You're gonna have to look at two different sides to figure out. You're related to Tommy one way, and you're related to Jerry another way, and it's two different people. Whoever this is. So I don't know who it is, but that's what I figured out.
Thanks, Donise.
Yeah, great job.
And
Thank
Wow.
and that's
Can
part
I
of the
ask-
science. Yeah, that's part of the science.
Hey,
Yes,
Denise,
yes.
you need to do mine then, because I think I'm the only one that's not really found in this connection yet. And I'm a Moss too. So, but I'm not in this group right here. So maybe you can help me put myself in something. I'm a loner.
Yeah. So Eddie, I couldn't figure out who. You don't come up when I do that. Who are you related to, Eddie? Because you're not related to this group. Who
No,
are you related to? Do you know?
that's what I'm trying to find out.
Okay.
Well, anyway, Natasha,
I'm a Moss though. I'm guaranteed I'm a Moss though.
there's Natasha. She was on earlier, everybody. Here she is, you know, when at the beginning of the conversation.
Oh, you were on phone. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and there she is.
Oh, hi, Natasha.
Welcome.
Hi, Natasha.
Could you unmic yourself? Unmic your.
Oh, yes. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing well.
Could you please tell us a little bit about yourself, some of the things that you had mentioned to me earlier, and what's your purpose for conducting research? I mean, it'd be pretty helpful so we can just get your icebreaker.
Okay, yes. Well, I live here in Indianapolis, Indiana. I've lived here my entire life. I know that my mom is from Athens, Georgia, and my dad is originally from West Virginia. My mom's her dad was a foster child, so he wasn't able to give her a lot of information in the little time that he was alive, but he also died of probably what was cancer that we know today as cancer when she was 6 years old. And then my dad didn't get a chance to know his dad. He last time he saw him was he was 3 years old. So I definitely want to know a lot about their paternal sides. Thankfully through Ancestry, I've been able to find out a lot about my mom's maternal side.
Have you taken a GEDMatch?
Yeah, yes, I have. That's how I think you found me, is because I took my DNA matches got back yesterday.
Oh, that's cool. Does anybody have any questions for her?
What's your last name?
My maiden name is Davis. So that's my dad's. My mom was a Brown, but the people that I found about through Ancestry was the Niceleys and the Jarretts. So like I said, so I'm not sure if you all are from, like I said, my mom's or my dad's side. I haven't looked at it to see. It just shows that I'm like a fifth or sixth cousin with Jerry Moss.
Jerry, see, you got a lot of information. We're gonna make Jerry do some work.
That's awesome.
So y'all gotta work Jerry. Don't let him sit back there and say, I think.
And that's another reason too, like some of the researchers that I've encountered, if they're 5th through 8th, people don't want to interact with them. But for me, you know, you're a relative. It doesn't matter if you're 8 centimorgans, if you 1400, you're still a relative. And it's important to show some empathy and work with you, and then we'll find the other connection. We'll find how we are related. And if we don't find exactly how we related, we'll share some tools and just bring you into the family and show you some love. That's my purpose. So
Jerry, before we go on, Val, is it possible for you to share your DNA? Are you on Ancestry, Val?
I am, but yeah, I am.
Can you share your? I want your DNA summary page. Can you share that?
I don't know whether I can pull it up right now.
Okay.
I'll have to give it to you a little bit later.
Okay.
I didn't set everything up to be able to pull things in. Sorry about that.
Okay. So, but
I'll send it to you.
Okay. All I can do is look at it on GEDMatch. So I want to see it on Ancestor. And I didn't say, for those of you who knew, I'm not a Moss. I'm just like doing this for fun.
I appreciate it. I really do.
Yeah, she's a part of my. I'm a part of their group, a San Diego Genealogy Research group. In San Diego, there's a Black genealogy group, and I'm a part of that group. And she's one of the members, and she's very experienced with her techniques. She has a book on her research of her family, and so she jumps in and participates with family.
Thank you.
Yes.
I can't find it right now, Donise.
That's fine. Okay. Eddie, are you about ready to make your presentation?
Yes, sir.
Showtime.
Now, let me start off with those that don't know me. I started with the group with Jerry, and I'm more of the research. I like doing the research more than just talking about DNA and stuff like that. And so I'm presently working with 2 of the ladies in the group. One was adopted, and the other one didn't know anything about her family too. So I came up with a system in order to do the research, and we're going to utilize Jerry because everybody that's in this group matches Jerry. In order for us to find our connections, we have to do some research and start building our family tree and putting it on Ancestry. You have to put it on Ancestry if you want to find out your connections with everybody else. So what I'm going to do is show you how. So I'm going to use Jerry's tree to show you how we get started. And everyone that builds a tree, Ancestry has a tool called through lines. If everybody builds a tree, put it on the through line, and have the same names in it, it will Ancestry go out and search more information for you. All you have to do is look at the findings and the evaluations. So for instance, example is, let me show you what I'm talking about with Jerry's tree. Everybody matched Jerry but me. He don't like me that well, you know. So, okay, Arrow, see, this is Jerry's tree, a small portion of Jerry's tree. Now, when you came on, when Jerry sent you out an invite to the meeting, he told you where you are as a cousin. Okay, so in his tree, from Jerry speaking about it, he can tell you exactly which one he think you match, right? Now, who is that? Everybody,
That's Reuben Thomas.
No.
That's the common grandparent.
Okay, so who is that?
Who is he?
Yeah, the common
Yeah, that's his name, Reuben Thomas Moss.
is Reuben. Okay,
Yeah.
let me get it larger.
Him and
It's
City.
Reuben, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
they are common
So-
on the parental side.
Okay. This is on the Moss side.
Right.
Okay. So what we should be doing, everybody that has a tree should go and put all this information on the Moss side with Jerry into your tree. All of it. Even though you don't know exactly where, but you should have all this line here in your trees.
And
That
How
way-
do you do
say,
that if you
Champ.
don't know the connection?
Hey, Champ.
Huh?
How do you do that if you don't know the connection?
No,
Let me ask him a quick question to Tamara, just one quick question. I would be remiss if I didn't say both sides, because these relatives here, they're related on this Burnells and the Mosses. See that whole cluster, that whole side, that's the father's side, and that's my grandmother, the Burnells. And these relatives are connected on both sides. That side, Eddie. If they're going to use both of those. And let me answer your question just for a second too. Just 1 minute, Champ. And for you, Tamara, like what he's saying is, on the trees where you and I connect, on my name, put this information that I've already done the research under my name. These are the people these are my ancestors. That's what he's saying. You can use my information where you don't have to find it. Is that right, Champ?
Yeah. What I'm saying, and the thing is that you can't create a tree and add people to it that's not connected right now.
That's what I was gonna say, make it like a sample tree.
No, you want to do a whole tree, but you can put them in there as a non-related at a period of time till you find the connection. But if you do it that way, Ancestor go out there and start evaluating the names in that tree, and then also in their database they go out and check all the trees in their database with people that has the same names in it, and send it back to you as an evaluation. So Ancestry's database is large enough where it could do the research faster than you can. So what I started doing with one of the members in here, we created a tree, even though she said, I don't know anybody or nobody, but I used Jerry's line to get her started. And by putting Jerry's line in there, you can backtrack or go forward and find out where the common connections are. Even with their siblings, you got to once you put the line in there, you look for their siblings, because one of the siblings of someone in there is might be your father, if you're missing your father, or your mother or something like that. So that's a start. And you can do it on either side. You do it on either side. Whatever side you match with, you start putting their names into the tree that you have. And Truline would go out and evaluate it for you. So you don't have to really say, well, I don't know where I connect. If you put information in there, Ancestry database and query would go out and find and look for stuff like that while you sleeping.
So Tamara, I have this tree too, and I'm not connected at all. I just made the tree. So you can just do that without connecting at all. I just made this tree.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody, like I said, everyone in the group should have, based on Jerry, because he contacted you, and based on his information, everyone should have Jerry's information in their tree. Even though you don't know the connection, you should have him in your tree. Y'all follow me?
Mm-hmm.
And it'd be very helpful. And that's what like I said, I'm doing that with a lot of people that I started helping with, and say, well, we don't have any connection. There's a connection there, but we just got to we have to make an effort to start the road to finding that information.
That's a good idea.
And he is
I didn't put them in there. I didn't put them in there until after I found the connection. But that's a good idea that you have because of the through lines.
Right.
You
So-
get your other matches. Yeah.
And everybody has DNA, so the DNA, when DNA in the settings, they ask you, do you want to attach to your tree or attach a tree to your DNA?
Mm-hmm.
And once you create your tree, you attach that tree to your DNA.
Mm-hmm.
And then the database will go out there and start inquiring and evaluating other names and other trees and tell you, like, for instance, let me see. Let me go to my, here's Truline. Now, don't look at mine because mine's so broke up. I don't know who I am. This is mine. I'm gonna go here because this is a large one. This is on my mother's side. And Truline, it starts doing this. It starts building your information. Like and then it'll start adding evaluations in there. Evaluate this person and this person. You start seeing that. And also you get flags in there. Now in my Truline here, let me move it up. I've never met a lot of these, a lot of people, but see, they're DNA matches. This means it's a DNA match when you see this. So this line right here is from my grandfather's sister that I never met none of them. But Ancestry goes out and put these together based on my tree and based on the DNA to find out the line in which this person is connected to me.
And based on that other person's tree.
Yeah, and based on their tree. Same way with here. These are some more. This line right here I use because I have a cousin that was adopted, lived in Denmark, Copenhagen. She was adopted from the Vietnam War. But her father ended up being in this line of my family right here. And we found her father and her aunts and stuff like that. But her father died 2 years ago.
Eddie, Eddie,
Yes.
can I follow up, please, and show my true lines to?
Yeah, you don't work your Truline. I don't want them to see yours.
Please.
Yeah, go. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, Jerry's got one that's real. The way he looks at his. He don't follow his up. I don't give him that. If you don't show any progress, I'm not gonna mess with you.
Wow. All right, let me see what I can do about finding it first. What is it going to
Any
take?
questions so far?
Yeah,
Did I help?
Yeah, ask Eddie.
Not
Ask
that
Eddie
one.
while I find mine.
That's GEDMatch.
I have a question.
I know.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
I have a question. Okay, I do have my family tree up, but my through lines is not showing up on there.
It takes 24 hours once you connect it to your DNA. It takes 24 hours for it to populate.
Okay, yeah, it's been way past 24 hours.
Well, you have to have you have to have at least 3 generations.
Yeah.
Okay.
3 generations.
And since this showed up, we had talked about this earlier. This is the study, our Moss genealogy study project that is in GEDMatch, and this is what it looks like. This is the Ancestor projects, and there's
Yeah,
96.
you just changed the subject.
I know, but this is something that showed up. This is very important. This is what we, hey, Tamara, this is what we created, Tamara. This is what the project, this is the project, the GEDMatch project. And this is what it looks like. And this is what it looks like. And you all will be able to have the same thing. Once you go to GEDMatch, you go back to, this is the results of our genealogy research group from Hempstead, Nevada County and Arkansas. This is
I'm not in there.
Project.
So if you're not in there, then you go in GEDMatch and then click on that group.
Yeah, that group, and then it'll show you our group.
It'll put you in the group. That's
Yeah.
my grandmother right there, Aline.
Yeah.
Oh, you went past it.
Here she is right here.
Oh, she is? That's your grandmother, Aileen Dixon?
Right
Yeah.
here.
Oh, I couldn't figure out who that was. Okay.
Yeah, just watch. There's your connection. Just watch what goes down here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know why she's in there twice, but.
Okay, I just saw that. You know why? Because on that middle line, it's chromosomes. So each chromosome So this
Oh,
actually
I see it
shows you
now.
which chromosome, and it actually shows you the beginning and the end part for each section that you are connected.
Oh, I see it. Okay.
So
Wow,
look
it gives a lot of information.
look at the harvest, Tamara, from which you started. But
That's
that's
amazing.
yeah, that's it. This is
I didn't
it.
know they did it like that.
So how do we find the group?
I'll show you.
So go, yeah, go to, this is the group, the project name is Moss Genealogy Research Group.
Right here. Here's the project name. And for those counties, remember, our family's origins are from Hempstead, Nevada, and Columbia counties in Arkansas. There they are right there.
Hold on a second, my dog.
But how do you get to the group?
I'll show you. I'm gonna go back. I'll show
May
you.
I ask a
Eddie.
quick question?
Go right ahead.
So this site, GEDMatch, you all did a kit for this site as well, right?
Yeah, we use
You
that
have
as
to
our
upload
tool.
your data kit.
And then,
Okay.
from GEDMatch, from our kits, you have to have at least 50 GEDMatch kit numbers in order to be a part of this project. And so
Okay.
from our group, Moss Genealogy and Research Group, we have like over 200 members. And I submitted like over 100 GEDMatch numbers, and this is our project.
Wonderful. So
Okay.
if I were to go on here, I mean, even though I'm not, I haven't done a kit on this site, like on
You'll be able to
GEDMatch,
see it. You'll be able
I
to
can
see it.
still look at it.
Yeah.
I can show you how.
Here you go, right here. Okay, you go. Can y'all see this now?
No,
No,
Okay, let me see. Oh, I know what I got. I got to go out.
I'm blocked.
Okay, let me do it again.
I gotta find where's the group? Denise? Denise, you know how to get to the group?
No, he hasn't told us yet. I don't know where it is.
Oh, who's that?
Now, can you see it?
No, I'm still blocked.
Oh, can you see?
I see what you're showing us, but where is it?
Okay, here's where it's. Can you see my profile page right here?
Yeah, where are your
Okay.
profile page?
Yeah, right here. See where it says Ancestor Projects down at the bottom?
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
You click that.
Okay, Ancestor projects. Okay.
Okay. No.
And
I did
then
something else.
that's where all the different information is that you can add in. Add your kit number and everything else, and then you submit it, and then it'll give you
Oh, okay.
these are all the different projects that different people have. You can see a list of
You
them.
just hit join.
Yeah, and you push join. And we're one of these.
So go all the way down to the end. You should see it if you go all the way down.
Now, on for information on GEDMatch, you'll find me. I use a username. I don't use my real name. So if anybody sees Snoopy 1 or 2, that's
There it
me.
is.
There it is right there. Right here. See it? And what this says is our purpose is to urgently connect families through science and verified research techniques. We have reliable sources that start at the beginning of the 1880s. The location of our documents is in Southwest Arkansas, Hempstead County. It has the name of our group. And we welcome people who are interested in sharing research techniques in pleasant environments. And it says this should be bi-weekly group meetings for DNA relatives and friends. Our group has a YouTube channel. Our meetings are recorded and uploaded to YouTube, so you can view our past meetings on YouTube by searching Moss Genealogy Research Group Zoom meetings. And that's how you can see our meetings. So that's what it has. And then people, they can join into our research group right here. So I just want to share that with you. That's what we just got approved last week.
So we need to click join in order and then pick the kit.
Yeah, then put your kit number in there. Yeah, and then put your kit number in there. And then it'll give you those results.
So I'm confused. So we're getting another kit, or are you talking about the one that I did with Ancestry DNA?
No, it's your kit.
Okay, now this is what it is. Let me explain to you. When you're on Ancestry, you can download your raw data from Ancestry. Once you download your raw data, you go to GEDMatch and upload it to GEDMatch. You create an account in gedmatch.com. You create an account, and then it asks you, do you want to upload your data? You upload your raw data that you have from Ancestry, and it'll create a kit number for you, which you will always refer to as a kit number. And then you go in and you join the Moss group like that. So everybody know how to download their raw data?
If not, you can always ask your friend Google.
I'm actually about to do it right now if anyone wants to watch me go through the steps.
Okay, just 1 second. Here's
So
what, do you see this on my screen?
Yes.
Everybody? All right. So here's where it all starts at on our DNA summary page. And on that, I start off by looking at my DNA matches, and all these people are relatives from fourth cousins or closer. So then I will click and check on how they related. But let's go to the through lines, because that's what this is all about.
But you switched again, Jerry, you switch it back and forth.
But here we are, we're going to through lines. These are my relatives. This is my mother and father. Kenneth Moss, my father, that's my mother. These are my 4 grandparents, David Moss, Ethel Burnell, that's on my father's side, and these John Gilden and Minnie Kirksey, that's on my mother's side. So let's go down, that's those generations. We're gonna go to this one. Here's where we're all connected at.
Yes.
Here's Reuben Moss and here's City. Let's go by City, click her.
A new person.
There's gonna be a new one because of things that have been generated. So, okay, over here, here's Alice Moss Wiley. There's four matches that match her. And right here, Tamara, would you take over from here and explain these people? Tamara? Can she? Oh, okay, here's
not there.
Okay, here's Alice, who she said was an Alice. And these are the cousins. These are my cousins, like you said, they're DNA matches from George Lamford up to City Moss. So that's that branch right there. So we go back to City, and we're gonna go over here to James Monroe. Here's my great uncle James Monroe.
That's my mom.
Now, watch this.
Now the second cousin.
Ah, there's your grandmother.
Okay. Oh, there's Rachel right there.
Rachel.
You're there. So here's the new ones. So,
oh, okay.
Hey, Val, will you take over? Explain these people.
Okay. Well, at the top you have Arlene Wynn. That's my sister. And to the left is her daughter, Donna Barnes. Donna is Rachel's mom. And to the right, we have, what's her name?
Black Mama.
Yeah.
That's my aunt.
That's my niece. That's Leisha Gregory. And then there's Cindy Barnes. I'm sorry, that's Bonnie Barnes, that's BA. That's my niece. And then Cynthia is my other niece. They're all Arlene's children at that level.
Okay. And you see where it says evaluate? If you click on there, it'll find the actual information about those people.
Correct.
So that's what you're looking for, evaluate.
You know what's interesting is I built the tree pretty big, but I used the app on my phone. And they give you like the little leaf, and then you just click it, and I just add stuff, and then I go back later and I fix duplicates and I take people out that don't logically make sense. Like like from the other information, but it takes a lot. It does take a lot of time. So like I had to dedicate, like, I have to sit down and do this and say, okay, I'm going to do this like for this period of time every week, because you can get down in a hole and keep doing it for hours and hours and hours.
But this is why.
So Rachel, just be careful not to have a whole line that's wrong. So check everything, make sure you have
Right.
everything.
Right, that's what I do, is I look in the line and I'm like, this doesn't make sense, like from the other evidence. So,
And Rachel, since the last time, see, you're a new person that showed up on my through lines. Like Eddie said, you're a new person that showed up. You see that, Val?
Yes.
And now, like with people who are on this screen, I can talk to you. I can pull it up on my screen, and then you can answer some questions that I don't know. And that's why I'm asking you. Like Tamara, you just answered some questions, and now Val, you have the answers. And now look, I got a young cousin right up here on the screen here, Rachel. That's the value of this program, and that's what we're doing, getting connected.
Okay. And also with DNA, you can do a lot with it. Also, you can request to look at each other's DNA listing. You can invite people to look at your own listing. And I found out in researching, it's good to share your DNA with the person you help researching, because you can side by side compare who you have in common with DNA. So I have 22 DNA accounts that I can look at. And I go through all of them and look at the common names that match in DNA to find your link. So these are all methods of where you can find your link to the person. Even though you might find Jerry's link, you might have other links out there too. So that's what you do when you talk to people. You ask them, will they share, and you share yours with them.
So Eddie, I have a question for you. Do you know how to fix it if it's wrong? That's what I haven't been able to figure out. If somebody put on there something wrong, do you know how to fix it?
Fix what, in which way?
Okay, so if somebody else put something wrong, like there's a person on one of mine that's not supposed to be there, and how do I get rid of it? Do you know? I can't figure that out.
With your tree or your DNA?
Yeah, on my through lines.
You have to go to your tree.
No, he's not on my tree. So basically,
you go into DNA settings and see who's connected to your tree. You do the connect tree setting in there. And I had that problem too, because a relative of mine went in there and I gave her contribution rights. And she tied her tree into my tree, and she had a lot of wrong information. So I had to actually, change her view status in order to get it out.
Oh, okay.
I have an aunt like that, and she wants to get access to my tree. I'm like, nope, because she claims everybody.
Yeah,
they're our family. You can't.
Yeah, just give them view rights unless you really know that they're going to do the right thing.
Right.
So if that's the wrong person, most likely it's in their tree that's wrong, and they connected to you through a contributor, as a contributor. And once they say contributor, then they can go in there and add stuff to your tree anytime and the database will actually connect you with like that too.
Okay, thank you.
May I ask a question too?
Go ahead.
So, so like I was saying, when I add people and then I look back and I'm like, this doesn't make sense, or I have to merge duplicates a lot because there's just a lot of duplicates. So I do it in the app, and then it basically, if I delete it, it says delete person. Like if I go into the app and there's a person in the tree that doesn't make sense, I delete them by going to their profile, and then like in the 3 dots in the corner, there's the option to delete person. But so if I delete that person, does anyone know, is it they're gone, right? Like I don't have to I don't have to worry about them. Okay. All right. Yeah, so I wouldn't suggest anyone, if you want to link to my tree, please do, but I'm really working on cleaning it up. There's a lot of duplicates I have to merge, and some of the names are spelled wrong. And like for City Moss, does anyone have like CITY Moss on theirs? And I was like
4 different names.
Right. Yeah, some of the records, like the record keepers at the time, they just wrote whatever.
Of course. Yeah, however you pronounce it, that's what they wrote. However they think it is, they write it in there.
Right.
But,
Okay, thank you. That was really, that's helpful for me to know because when I'm deleting someone, I want to know that it's like, it's not going to be there anymore. So.
Now, you can also, sometimes you can also detach.
Okay.
You can detach them and leave. If you don't want them to take that person out of the tree completely, you can detach them from their family, from whoever you want them off of. So
Hey, Val?
there's a couple of ways to do it.
Val?
Yes.
I have a question for you. At a convenient time, could you send me a copy of Uncle James Monroe's degree from Howard?
Oh, sure. Mike, can I send you one?
Yes, you did.
Okay. I will, Jerry. Rachel, do you have it?
I don't have it. I would love it. I know it's hanging in everyone's house.
Yes.
My mom had it, but then, you know, there was a fire at her house, so we lost everything from her house.
Okay, I'll get it to you, but Jerry first.
Yes.
And Rachel, you know, you could put it in your gallery, to each person's gallery. You could put pictures in there in the gallery.
Yeah, I did notice that. So I actually, if you go into mine, a lot of my aunts last night, I was putting their, because everyone's yearbook pictures are in here for some reason. So I was copying and pasting their yearbook pictures into their thing so that my tree made, you know, visual sense. But
I'll have to look at yours. Yours is more up to date than mine.
yeah, but like I said, I'm still working on it. It's definitely got some cleaning up to do. So. Okay. But please, you know.
So Rachel and Val, y'all close relatives then, right?
Yes, very close. That's my great
y'all have to leave the group. We don't need y'all no more.
No. Jerry didn't say. I'm not listening to you, Eddie. I'm listening to Jerry.
Yeah, and I want to share something with you too, everybody. So we are social media. We do have a Facebook group page, and it's a group page called Moss Genealogy Research Group on Facebook. So we do have that, and we reach out whatever platform we can to be connected. And you'll find that sometimes we have to use all those just to find out who's who, you know. And then you got the Instagram people, and then you got the Facebook, and you got the notebook. So
I look younger than I am. I'm 40 and I'm above the Instagram age. So I can't get down with the Instagram.
I'm 27.
So for the Facebook group, do we have to get an invite?
Yeah, we have like 4 administrators: Tamra, Eddie, myself, and Diane. Just if you ask, you know, one of us, invite you in. It's private, and that's where we do conduct serious research, and that's why we have it private. And so it's just another tool that we have, and you know, we want to use whatever tools we can to stay connected.
Michelle, is your DNA, do you have a kit on GEDMatch?
I do.
Okay, because I couldn't find you. That's why I don't know you. What name is it under?
My full name
is
Michelle Sussberry Hill. I think it's under.
Sussberry?
Oh, no, it's not. It's under Michelle Sussberry.
Why don't you just ask for the kit number? I didn't say social security number. I said damn kit number.
You ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
H-G.
Say that again.
Eflin, you gotta turn your mic off. Eflin, turn your mic down. Okay, go on, Michelle.
Put it into the chat. Put it into the chat.
Well, let us tell us real quick. Tell us real quick. Tell us real quick first.
You say turn it down?
Yeah, you got yours. We get some background. We getting some background noise. Your microphone. Go on, Michelle. Give us a number.
HG 599-4796.
One more time.
HG 599-4796.
Okay, got it.
Got it. Thanks, Michelle. All right. That's cool. All right, everyone. We're gonna be winding it down now. Any
Oh man, I just got started.
any kind of questions before we go to closing comments? Anything that y'all, Janice, Natasha, Tiffany, do you have any questions for us?
Not right now. I'm gonna turn it loose on Eddie when I call.
Hey, what?
I have another question. I'm sorry. I'm always that person with too many questions, and then people trying to end the call, and I'm like, wait, another question.
Come on with it.
So I just uploaded my kit to. Then they're saying I have to do it again. The captcha didn't work. So I just uploaded my kit. I'm going to do it again because, like I said, the captcha didn't work. But to GEDBase or GED, what is it?
GEDMatch.
GEDMatch, yes. And then what happens after that?
It takes a day before it gets in, so you can't get it in right away.
Okay, and
they'll send you a kit number. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And let's get the terms right. You're uploading your raw data to GEDMatch, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then the raw data from Ancestor.
Yeah, and then
now,
you get a kit number. You get a kit number from GEDMatch.
Okay. Now, does anyone know if I can upload raw data from the DNA Ancestry project?
You cannot.
That
Ancestry, they'll allow you to take the data, but you can't upload any other data to it.
No, it's a different kit company. Like it's called the DNA Ancestry Project. So it's the tribal. I was telling some. I don't think we were all on the call at that point. So I have like the tribal mitochondrial data.
No,
does anyone
not now.
know if from the ones that they've done, if they you can do kits from other companies, right?
We're not, not now. You can't do that now with this one.
Yeah.
Not now.
A lot of the DNA sites will let you upload your DNA data to them for free.
Yeah, but Eddie, she's asking if you can put it. I think you can put it on GEDMatch. GEDMatch is kind of like the center thing. Everybody could put theirs.
Yeah, you can put anyone on
GEDMatch. Yeah.
Okay.
That's cool.
Okay, great. I'm gonna do that. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Since I'm not in front of the computer right now, it shouldn't be hard for me later to just Google it to get my to upload my data.
Ask your friend Google. How do you do it? Just how do, and it'll tell you.
Okay.
And I can work with you also on that. I can work with you on that to find out. Mike, how you doing? Yeah, I'm looking at you, Mike. How are you doing?
Absorbing.
What have you observed so far? What have you observed so far?
Well, I played around with the through lines before, but really not paying attention to it. So that has to be updated. And then the presentation about what was it called? I have it all written down here. Administrative utilities. That was so interesting. I'm going to have to play with that a while too to find out, because I'm like someone else not knowing who my one of my grandmother's fathers are. So we'll play with that and see if that can be of any help.
That one that Donnie showed, that presentation Donnie showed us?
Yes. Mm-hmm. That was very interesting.
That was great. Mm-hmm.
It made more sense than trying to watch YouTube and trying to figure out what they're saying, because they go a mile a minute and it just doesn't make a lot of sense.
Well, Donise, at our next meeting, would you be able to do another presentation where people can ask, give you numbers, and we can take a little section for that if your schedule permits?
Find me.
Eddie, did you give me your because I've never, is your on that list, Eddie? Oh yeah, it's on that list. Yeah, that's on there. Yeah.
Oh, see, you just overlooked me for what reason?
No, I didn't. I looked
on you. I'm hurt. I'm an outsider.
Because I know, because it said Snoopy. I'm like, why did it say Snoopy? But yes, I do remember. I played with everybody's number I know. I played with it to see what would happen.
Okay, I have a question for Janice, Natasha, and Tiffany. When you got my message, did you see our contact list on our Excel spreadsheet? Have you seen that?
Yes.
Yes.
Have you?
I don't think I saw Excel spreadsheet. I just saw it was a nice little narrative that you gave me.
Okay, yeah, well, we have a spreadsheet that has our contacts information on it. And it's been helpful because it gives us our contacts, where we're at, what cities we're in, who we're researching. It gives our GEDMatch number. So I want it to be a helpful tool because there's a lot of information that shows how we're connected. And we got relatives living in the same cities and they didn't know it. And so that's one of the tools. Let me ask everybody else, how has that tool worked? Our Excel spreadsheet.
Have anybody used it?
I did.
I did.
Did you
I
find
added
me?
information to it.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah, well, that's the purpose of it. It gives you the freedom to put your information in and on it, and I have a lot of information that's in my journal, and that's so instead of having it in my journal, that gave me a tool to put it in a format that can be shared by everyone, because it's not promised. Tomorrow's not promised, and I want to leave as much information. I want to leave a footprint that when you go up that mountain and you look up in the snow, you'll see some footprints. That's which way he went. So that's what I do. I share what I get.
That was a good one, Jerry.
Hey, I might want to give a presentation on when I was 17 years old. I went mountain climbing with my Outward Bounds Training School leadership program. I might want to give a presentation on that when we have some discretionary time.
No, Jerry, let me ask you a question. Have you done the leads method on your DNA yet?
No.
Maybe next time I can show everybody to do that all at once.
Yeah.
What is that?
Okay, so basically the leads method, what it is you divide up your tree into different parts so you can know who is doing. You want me to show you mine? I can show you mine pretty fast.
Yes.
Okay, let me show you mine. Let's see. Come on. Go. All right, let me share this. Okay, so this is my DNA matches, and you see all these little colors right here?
Mm-hmm.
So these are different people. I've divided all my tree up into different people, so I know who they are. So if I click right here, then I know that this person right here is a Robinson and this is a Randall. And I've done that to all the different people in my tree so that I know who everybody is. And so the cool thing about that, let me see if I have somebody new today. If I have somebody new,
even if you don't know the people, Donise?
if I don't know who the people is, it'll tell me. I'll be able to do. Let me see if I have somebody new today. I'm going down. I've done it all of these people. Let's see if there's somebody new today. Let me see.
Goodness.
Okay, I'm just going down. Okay. Oh, there's somebody. Okay, there's somebody there. Okay, I know it's on my father's side, so I just click this person. Okay. All right, so then I go to that person right there. I don't know who, I have no idea who this is. I go shared matches, and then I can look at all the colors of the people here, and it's going to tell me,
right?
Okay, this color right here. So this person has to do with this person. So this person right here.
Yeah.
So once you've done it, I know that this person is in this person right here.
Right.
And once I divided it all out, so it takes a while to divide it all out. But
your color code.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do that too.
Yeah.
So this is a leads method that is done, and somebody showed me a new way. I'm gonna redo it right now. So they say you put your father's side one color, your mother's side another color. So your father's side should be cool colors and your mother's side should be warm colors.
Yeah, I got
that way
two different colors. Yeah.
And so I always know what it is. So that's the leads method. And then it can tell me who it is. So whoever this new person, I have no idea who it is. This new person I just met today. Okay, it's a fourth cousin I can see with 36 cm. And then I can do more research to figure out who it is.
She favors you too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
She does. Huh? She does, huh? So anyway, if we can do that for, that's how I know who people are pretty quickly.
Yeah, I do too. Color coded.
Yeah.
We have a new person who joined the meeting. There she is. Cora.
Hey. Hi,
How are
I'm kind of
you?
late there.
That's
How
okay.
you doing?
You're on time. That's Cora Hodges.
Hello, yeah. Hi, how you doing?
Doing fine.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good, and you?
Hi, where are you from?
From Canada, but I live here in Virginia.
Canada.
Trying to get some good light. What's that?
Canadian. How are you? From Canada. Oh, I have one.
Good.
I found a cousin in Nova Scotia, Canada.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I was born in Newfoundland.
Halifax, Nova Scotia?
Yeah, I know some people from the Jacksons.
Yeah.
What's your last name again?
I'm a Henderson.
What's your last? Henderson. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh. My mother. I was born in Stephenville, Newfoundland.
Oh.
Yeah. So we're related somehow or another on this gene pool. Excuse me. Pull this out.
Cora?
Yes, sir.
Could you please tell us a little bit about yourself and what your purpose is for conducting research?
Yes. I'm trying to, I'm from Canada, but moved to the United States right at an early age. My mother met my father in Stephenville, Newfoundland. Don't know who my father is, so that's basically who I'm trying to find out who his family is, because I'm sure by this time he probably passed on. But to try to find out who that side of my family is.
And you matched Jerry.
And I know absolutely nothing about him.
You matched Jerry, right?
Yes, I met Jerry, and I think I matched you at Henderson.
Not me.
No, okay, not you then.
But you matched Jerry, so you already have a quarter of what you need to know.
Okay.
Let me share this story with you.
Okay.
About Cora and Val, for example.
Oh.
On those pictures, on your DNA summary, when you see those pictures, a lot of those pictures, those are people who are recently have been on the program. And some of when you click for share match, they're usually distant, 5th through 8th. So then you can say, how are they a shared match? And then they'll come back a share match with this person. That brings you closer. And it brings you closer. Well, at first, I connected with a person who was 5th through 8th. I did a shared match, and then Val's name came up.
Okay.
So I sent out my reach out bait message to her. Same thing with you. I had a 5th through 8th. I know there was a relative. I did a shared match, and you came up. And I've been trying to get in contact with you for over a year.
And what's your name again? I'm sorry.
Jerry Moss.
Oh, yeah, I talked to you. Yeah, we talked the other day. Yeah.
So this is what I'm talking about, family.
Bill, you had on the hat the other day. Your hair was different.
Yeah, she's a close relative. She's a 4th through 6. She's got some stats. Yeah, she's got some stats. And Val, she has some numbers. And
Jerry, is she on the Brunel side?
Is Cora on my list?
She's on the Moss side.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Well, she knows. She
What's her last name?
Information about her father's
Hodges.
She shows up on the Hodges. So then when they do come in, then we take time and build a relationship with them, and that's what I'm doing with Cora now.
Right.
And then we'll find out exactly what cluster, what area. That's I can at least tell you where our family's origins are from after slavery. That's a terrible term, terrible term, but that's the realities. And so we're using this science to connect our families, and that's what is beneficial to me. You know, all these meetings are a treasure.
Right.
Every one of you are a treasure. Your family. It's a darn shame we got to go through these channels to meet each other. But God provided a way for us, and we're intelligent enough to use these tools. And so let's use them and share this information, because we're family.
Amen.
Amen. Yeah, I'm new to all this stuff, so I'm trying to educate myself here. Jerry helped me a lot the other day. We'll get there.
So it's about, what, an hour? We've been on an hour?
Well, you know, the key, they say, it's good that, you know, we have 13 participants today, and that's been a blessing. And let's have some closing comments, and then we're, anybody who needs to have a mentor, you know, come, you know, just ask me, and I can, or I would volunteer if you want to be able to mentor somebody and help them with their research. Because share what you know. That's the main thing. Share what you know. And if you don't know it, just say you don't know.
Well, I don't know it.
I'm going to mentor Tiffany, right, Tiffany? Right. So we got to get each other an email and phone number.
And Eddie.
Oh, there's a Tiffany out there?
Yes, Tiffany.
And I'm gonna work with it. What's that lady name up there in the corner? I mean, what's her name? Miss Bush.
Please.
I'm gonna help Miss Bush. So I'll help. Like Jerry, I'm retired, so I'm at my computer almost every day. But don't contact me before 10 o'clock, because see, I'm a retiree, so I don't get up until 10 o'clock.
Me either.
And Rachel, we're so glad to have you. You know, your enthusiasm and how you're reaching out to us and testing us, and that's good. You know, you are an educator. So
I didn't know I was testing anybody.
Well, some of your questions, they stimulate us, you know, for our research, and that's what we do. You know, we use all the tools that are available to us, because we're intelligent. And we're favored.
I learned a lot in this meeting, just this first meeting. So I'm more than excited to come back, and thank you so much. I've learned so much. I mean, I'm going to be, you know, monitoring when are they going to put my results in there. I'm trying to get my other results, but it's hard. I'm going to have to contact them because they only give it as a PDF, and I need, you know,
you need the raw data.
Yes, right. So
raw data.
Thank you.
I'm happy, Jerry, that Rachel is on, because being a member of my family, more the immediate family, we can share. She can give me some lessons, because I think she's way far ahead of me in pulling her data together. And the other part of that is that at my age, I've got to have somebody to pass it on, like you talked about earlier. And Rachel, being an educator, she's the one, you know. And maybe the other nieces and nephews that I have will eventually join in with her. But I'm just happy that she's here. And we had talked earlier, and I'm pleased that she was here today. And I do want to say to Donise, because we had communicated in one of the messages when I saw her picture, and I thought I recognized her, but I didn't. And then when she mentioned about being on this particular presentation, then I remembered who she was. But I'm so thankful that you did the study, because Tommy and I have been wondering, where's the link? Where's the link? And I think we're closer to understanding the link at this point based on what you put together. So I'm most appreciative of that. I'm sorry that he wasn't here because he had planned to be here today.
And as a follow-up, the kits are on sale. They're like 40% off, and for St. Patrick's Day. And whenever you can get a kit, it has a lot of value. This is this tool, using this and giving it to your relatives, it's one of the wisest investments you can have. And I usually keep about 3 of them. I have 3 of them on me. And when I go out of town or if I go different places, I have a kit with me and I share it.
Don't break up on me now.
And, you know, like, and I usually give them the kit and I let them manage their own account. But like, there's times when I do manage accounts because some people aren't as astute with the process. And we need the information. The more information we have, the closer we're going to be. So,
I just bought 2 kits for my sisters, 2 of my sisters. So
good job.
I have one that's already on Ancestor. I'm gonna have 2 more on Ancestry in a little while. So that's gonna be helpful to me. And then I'm gonna put a couple of first cousins on there too. So
go ahead, Cora. What was you gonna say?
The person that's Henderson out there, are you related to a Tom Henderson?
That's to you,
no,
Eddie.
No, not. I don't know. I won't say no because I'm researching the Henderson side of my family.
Because what I'm saying is, somehow or another, I came up related to a Tom Henderson Sr. And that's why I thought you were one of the Hendersons.
I'm one of them Hendersons. Let me tell you.
And he's supposed to like be a 3rd or 4th cousin.
And
we're down in the line there.
And some of
down in the line.
Some of the new members.
What do you mean? I'm not sure how you read that. Can you see that?
Who?
Can you see that, Jerry?
Oh yeah, I see. Tom.
Yeah, it's a 3rd cousin.
Well, we're Hendersons.
You're breaking up.
Okay, well here's like on that topic. You know, again, we focus on the science, the DNA. You can have all kinds of surnames, and you go down that route, you won't connect with anybody.
Carl.
What we do?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
We concentrate
I've
on
had 3 names myself.
We concentrate on the science, and then we identify the person and start building a solid foundation from there. So we're gonna go.
What's your last name?
My birth name is Barry, Barry. But my married name is Hodges, Hodges.
Okay, then. All right, I'll look. We might be a distant cousin. Wait.
You might know my daddy. No.
You said who your daddy?
Okay, we're gonna go with closing comments. Eflin, you can unmute yourself, Eflin. We're gonna go Eflin, Janice, Cora, then Tiffany. Closing comments. Eflin, can you hear us?
She's muted.
Yeah, Eflin, unmute yourself. Closing comments. Okay, let's go with Janice, Cora, and then Tiffany.
I'm just thankful, you know, for the information, and very happy that I'll get some help with this process now that I'm ready to start again. So I look forward to seeing you guys in the next meeting and telling you what I found.
We just want you to know too, you know, our prayers go out to you, and you're bouncing back, and you know, we have a hand for you. You know, we're reaching out. Any of us, we're available for you because you're family, and nobody had to go through what you had to go through, but you're here, and we're gonna be there for you.
I appreciate that. Thank you much.
Cora?
Hey, I'm sorry I came in late. I got the time mixed up. But hey, I'm glad I finally reached out to Jerry. He reached out to me about a year ago, but I had other things going on. But I'm glad I finally reached out, and I'm excited to see where this takes me.
Great. Tiffany?
I just want to say thank you for all the help, and I'm just interested in getting to know all my family members.
but that's good. We look forward to working with you. Natasha. She's Mike. She's okay. Tony, Michelle, Tamara, Donise, and then Eddie.
Yes. One of the things that I really think is I'm happy to be here and supporting my wife, Michelle, and her family with you guys. And the thing that I really love is that you're coming from the science-based approach to do your research and make family connections and things like that, because that provides a real solid foundation of proof that for the connections. And I love science, and I'm just eager from all the stuff that I've learned today from Eddie and everyone who did their presentations. It's a wonderful thing, because I'm going to dive off into some of that and see how that works for us.
And I'm going to put in your tree and my tree and see what my through lines look like.
Yes, good. That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it.
Tamara?
I'm glad to be back, because sometimes I miss the meetings, but I'll be here next time. I'm going to show you guys that living DNA next time, so that you can see how the results look. And hopefully, Rachel, you can show us yours too, so that we can compare how they display the results on those websites.
Tamara,
Sure. Yep.
Tamara, would you share a story that it's astonishing about the science? Would you tell a story how you discovered who your father was?
Yeah, it's so crazy. Because I tested I never thought that my father was my father, that my mother said it was, but she kept insisting, yeah, that's your dad. I'm like, I'm nothing like you or him. Somebody else has to be my dad. I've been telling her that for years. But finally, I tested his brother after he died, and he wasn't my uncle. And so that's how I found out who my dad was. So then I asked my mom, who's my dad? And she told me directly, straightforward, immediately who it was. So she's been knowing all these years. But fast forward, I ended up finally getting pictures of him, because his family was not helpful at all. So I finally ended up getting pictures, and we look identical. It's just so uncanny. And it's funny that you would ask that, because the other day, one of my matches came up and he contacted me, and he was like, I don't know what's going on. You know, he's very confused. He wanted some answers because his paternal grandmother told him, like when she was ill or something, that her son wasn't his dad. So he took the test and he matched me, but he also matched the cousin that I had hunted down to test to make sure that that was my dad. And it did come out that she was my cousin. And I looked at his match. First, I looked at his face and I'm like, oh my God, he looked exactly like my dad's sister, who I knew as a child because she was friends with my grandmother, but I didn't know she was my aunt. And so when I zoomed in on his picture, I was like, oh my God, he looks just like her. He had the freckles on his face, and I told him in the message, you look just like my dad's sister. So then I looked at the match who I hunted down, like Jerry. I would have, DNA tests in the car. I'm trying to find anybody in their family that'll test for me. So I finally found one of my dad's sister's granddaughter to test. And she came out as a match as a second cousin, which she would have been. And so I have her results. So I looked at her match with this new person, and she matched him as a high first cousin, closer than me and my first cousin, who I know that we have the same parents, our parents are full siblings. And I'm like, oh my God, that's one of her kids' sons. And so I did the deductions or whatever. She only had one older son and an older daughter than a younger son who's closer to his age. So I'm like, no, I said, I know exactly who your father is. And so I told him who his father was, and he's just blown away. So he's texting me right now still, but this is just all new. So he found some of them on Facebook, and the brother that he found was supposed to call him yesterday or the day before and has not made contact with him. And everybody's not as excited about this information as we are. And so a lot of times he's going through the emotional things right now. So I try to be supportive in that way for people too. I've helped a lot of people actually find who their real dad is. And so, but his was the quickest. I mean, one day, you know. But it's just getting crazier and crazier. And I've met other people on his side of the family that are very nice, but they don't really know that side, you know, his immediate family. But it's a lot. It's a lot.
Thanks for your
My
story.
family was the same way, like both sides. I mean, I was surprised that my family viewed me as the villain when I found out. And so, and also his family was not receptive at all.
Well, hey, in my family, they won't take my calls. Cause
some people don't want to.
They figure I'm gonna call them and tell them who's their dad is, who their sons are.
Right. They don't want to know.
Men, especially my brothers and my nephews and
this is the reality. People, a lot of people don't want to know. They rather live in the lie that they've been living. They're comfortable in that space. And when the scientific truth comes out, they don't want to know it. They rather still keep living their lie.
Yeah, I just press on, you know.
You have to just find the people who are like-minded, who connects with you.
God's the source, I'm just a messenger.
You got to work around those people. Right, that's what I told my grandmother. I was like, I don't make DNA, it's not my fault, you know.
Donise
found out some other stuff in our family that they were happy about, but they blame me. It's like, I don't make DNA, and I'm telling people stuff they already know. They just been keeping secret.
Donise, thank
Everybody's
you.
not supportive, so and you have to be prepared for that. It's like, don't don't take this test if you don't want to know the truth.
Amen.
Yeah.
Donise,
no doubt.
Oh, so as usual, it's been very interesting. Eddie, thank you for helping me figure out that through line. So that's something I want to do, and I just keep finding more information. And thank you for letting me be a part of your group. And I'm learning more. I told Jerry the other day, I wrote a book and I recently got, I made a little bit of money and now I have to pay taxes on it. It's like, oh my goodness.
Royalties, yeah, royalties.
What's the name of your book?
The name of my book is My Bitter Roots, How I Resurrected My Enslaved Ancestor Granville, and So Can You. And so
show it to us.
Okay, let me find a copy of it. Okay, so there's my book.
Oh, that's nice.
So it's like, oh, you do it, and I actually sold some, and now I got to pay taxes.
Well, now you're about to sell more because we're all going to be looking it up. So
right, that's so good.
Thanks, Donise.
And it took 6 years to do it, so don't think this comes fast.
Yeah, no.
Eddie?
It's been nice knowing you guys. Bye. I know you can tell I enjoy this a lot. That's why I'm having so much fun here. But seriously, to a serious note, we all I like it because we're all looking for the same thing. And the more you can put pleasure in it, the easier for you to do your research. So I am a happy-go-lucky guy. So, and I enjoy it. So that's why I show my enjoyment and pleasure with everyone is by laughing and joking. But I can't get serious when it comes to research.
Yeah, Eddie is fantastic. He's my technical advisor, and we communicate with the programs. You know, he can monitor while we're having a meeting. He can exchange it so that he can monitor he can run my computer from where he's at. He go through back and forth. Yeah, he has that kind of capabilities. He can control my screen. Let's put it like that.
I'm an old nerd.
Yeah, yeah. No, but good people. He's in Kansas City, the Midwest. So that's my cousin from the Midwest. So okay, we got Rochelle, Mike, and then Val. Rochelle.
Rochelle has her mic on. They're in quarantine again.
Rochelle, well, she should be able to hear.
You mean Rachel, don't you?
Yeah, Rachel.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Do we have Marines out there? Go ahead.
I'm sorry, what was your question?
No, go ahead, I'm sorry.
Your closing comments
I'm
for
always
the day. Yeah.
Oh, closing comments. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm so thankful that you invited me to be a part of this group, and that my Aunt Val is here, and to just see all of you and know that we're connected is just very powerful. And I'm just grateful for all I learned today. I've learned so much, and I have a lot of work to do and things to look at, and I'm excited for the next meeting.
Thank you, young cuz. Mike? Your microphone.
Can't hear you.
Yeah, unmic yourself. Hey, Mike, unmic yourself, Mike.
Hey, Mike, your microphone.
All right, what I was laughing about so loudly is Al and I now have a new person. We can tell Rachel to go find Chauncey Rumford, who is.
Oh, yes. Let her do the research, right?
Oh, yes.
All right, you're gonna have to fill me in on Val, who this Chauncey Rumford is. And
we will.
Okay.
But it's nice meeting you, Rachel, and I found this one so much interesting because of all the different topics, and that I'm going to fool around with Trulines and the rest on GEDMatch. So.
And Mike has a brother named Pat, and he also has nieces and nephews, and there's like about 3 of them that are GEDMatch. They match us through GEDMatch. So the Mcgee family. Am I right, Mike?
I have 2 brothers. Yep, Pat and Jim.
And some of them are on Jim. They're on Ancestry, right? Some
Pat's
of them
on Ancestry, but not Jim.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. So and like he had to share some of the Mossology with his family.
Just recently, before Christmas.
Yeah, so he has a task.
Know that, oh, guess what? There's a surprise from Ancestry. And some of my nephews kind of said, yeah, I kind of figured, but you know, they're younger, it just kind of rolled off their backs. So.
Yeah, that's cool. Val?
Well, as usual, I'm excited about being here today again. I always look forward to it. Sometimes I can make it and sometimes I cannot, but this has been most rewarding. Very thankful to Donise for the work that she has done, because that's been most helpful. I'm excited about Rachel joining us, because that's another member of the family that I can stay closely connected with, and we can work on some things together that we'll share with the group. And that's basically it. Just a great meeting, Jerry.
Thank you. And Natasha, I did talk to you, didn't I, Natasha? Did I ask you, Natasha?
I'm sorry.
Did you give your closing comments?
What'd you say?
Did you give your closing comments, Natasha?
I'm just excited about it all. I'm excited about the information. I'm excited about the connections and the research. And I just look forward to seeing what comes from everything. And
Okay, thank you. Eflin, I just want to ask you, can you unmic yourself? I see you down there. Eflin, can you unmic yourself, or you're not active? She had cataract surgery this last week. Eflin did. So I'll give my closing comments. First of all, because of you, I'm here, and I look forward to this meeting to see the treasures that we have together. Your family. I love looking at your eyes and hearing your voices. It's all good. It's all God. Peace.
Peace.
Bye, everyone.
See you in
Bye.
2 weeks.
Yes.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
I'll be on time. I apologize.
Bye, y'all.
You always on time. Just show up.
Okay. Cool. See y'all later. I'm
That's
gonna
how
call
we
you, Jerry,
roll.
later on.
Okay.
Okay. Bye.
Mayor, I'll get in contact with you.
Yeah. Please do. Call me directly anytime.
All right.
Thanks, Tamara. We had a good meeting. Thank you for your story.
Okay. I'll see you guys next time.
All right.
All right.
We had a very productive meeting. It was also entertaining. Eflin, can we hear you, Eflin? Eflin.
I don't know, can you?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
I don't know.
Did you hear the
How
meeting?
y'all doing?
Did you hear the meeting?
How is it? I came in late because I couldn't get in. I fought with this thing. I got a new laptop. And I was fighting with it, trying to get in. I got Zoom all across there trying to get in.
well, we knew you were there. So
I did my 23andMe. I got my results back. I got about 3 new mouse cousins on 23andMe.
Well, share those with me. After we get off, share them with me. But thanks for participating. We had an awesome meeting.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, I know I missed the first part.
That's okay. You were there.
All right. Y'all take care.
All right. Peace.
Okay.